Hello designers, welcome to this video. I hope this video meets you so well. So very quickly in this video, I want to share with you a very vital information that is definitely going to be of great help and value to you as a book designer who uses Canva as is our own software for book interior designs. And of course, if you're into book publishing on Amazon, KDP, Ingram Spark, Apple, definitely this is going to be a great information for you to have, in your archive. So if you are meeting me or you are joining this channel for the first time, my name is Precious and you can call me the Gracified. I welcome you to the Book Design Academy. So if you are new rather, I want you to kindly subscribe to this channel, turn on the notification bell so that you can get notified when next I upload a very vital information such as this. So without much talk, let's get into what we have. So up until this moment, when doing page numbering on Canva, we are actually had to do it manually, which of course can be so laborious and tiring. When you have to deal with a very lengthy, page uh, a very lengthy book with so much page count. So talking of 200, 300, 500 page count of books. So that can be actually so tiring to do. You get to start doing the numbering one after the other yourself. Unlike when handling softwares like writing softwares like MS Word, Google Docs, and the likes of them, you can get to do this automatically. You just by just clicking a single button, all your page numbering will be automatically affected. But on Canva, we all know that we are just trying to improvise using Canva for book interior design. So, but definitely seems they are upgrading themselves to to actually meet up as a good tool which is fit for book interior design. Some months back, I actually added a lot of all these stuffs in an email which I sent to them. So I think that has been like 4 or 5 months ago that I sent them the email, telling them of some certain things they can actually implement it on their softwares to make it much more better and catch up with other softwares like if Affinity, Adobe Illustrator, and the likes of them. But we get to start from somewhere. This is a very better information, which of course, you know, I wasn't really expecting them to effect it as fast as this, but we thank God that this is coming live. So now, without much talk, let's get into it. So how do you get to do automatic page numbering, auto page numbering on Canva? If you are a student of my book Interior Design Academy, as in a paid student, definitely you know the very first thing you need to do when designing your interior using Canva. All right. So when you reach that aspect where you are going to do the page numbering, you know that there are some books that actually you don't get to start the page numbering from the very first page. Obviously, almost all books you don't get to start the page numbering from the first page, which is your title page. And some kind of books, depending on the style pattern you are going with, the kind of page numbering you are going with, some of them start with Roman numerals before you get to use figures as your numbering pattern throughout the rest of the pages of your book. Okay, so irrespective of the style you are going with, if you're a paid student, I'm definitely sure that you get to understand this much more better. So, but if all you do is just to start a normal figure numbering from A to Z of your book, then just stick with me to the end of this video and I'm going to explain everything how you can do auto page numbering without having to do it manually yourself again. So on your page like this, let's assume, let me duplicate more pages so that we can. Okay, let's have more pages. Let's just assume this is our book interior, all right? So, okay, let me duplicate more. So we have 18, 19, and then 20. So let's assume these pages are the pages of our books. So now I'm done with my interior now. Then I want to do the page numbering. Of course, you can either do this as you move or you do it after you are done with the whole formatting, all right? So initially, like for my paid student now, the method we have been using, you have to be done with everything you are doing in your book before you start, doing page numbering, in case there are some things you may want to change eventually, and any distortion to the flow of the book, either you delete or you add another page or so to the book, definitely is going to distort everything you've done on the page numbering, which will cost you to start doing all over and all over again. So that was why I recommended it in the course, that you do your page numbering as the last thing you're going to do on your uh, interior before you actually get to export your file. All right. So, but now since we have this auto method, definitely you either do it after or you do it before, whichever one that seems convenient for you. It's all good. So now let me zoom in so you can get to see this clearly. So if you be going with any um page styling, I taught a lot of page numbering styling in the course. Okay, so for those of you that are on this channel, I'm going to be uploading videos regarding that, in case you also want to learn. You know, there are a lot of way you can do it instead of. All right, so let me just go over that first. So let's say you are done. This is your title page. Now you want to do your page numbering, just normal page number, without using any effect, without using adding any other stylish elements to your page numbering. Okay, so what you have to do is come to text. So and you will see this dynamic text just on the left panel here, dynamic text. So what you're going to do is that zoom in your PC or your phone, whichever, so you can see the area very clearly. As a paid student, you know how we come about all these arrangements of margins and ruler. All right. So if you are watching this video and you don't have anything to do with Amazon KDP or book publishing, if all you just want to do is to use the PDF, the digital format, then you don't have any issue um, with margin or ruler guide. Okay, so just follow the video and do the necessary things you want to do with your own file and then export. But if you are dealing with book publication, which is definitely going for print, the physical copy, then you have to follow the ruler and the setup of the margin and everything. So which of course is not yet on this channel. Maybe subsequently I can upload videos on that, or you just check the description of this video if you want to get into my you know paid community. You can get my book interior design course and get to see everything. Okay, so and if you have any question, you can also reach me via the contact in the description, and I will get to chat and ask any question you may need clarification on. So just drag this. Once you zoom in like this, drag this dynamic on, don't click on it, drag it to this environment. Okay, so where exactly you want it to be, which is inside here. So drag it like that and then drop it. Okay, so all right, so I guess the color is not okay, so let's change that to black. All right, it's visible now. So once you do this, if I double click on this, you will see another setup panel which comes up here. You see the number alone. Okay, so you can actually do this by adding, you see, no, is it number alone? You want to do page one, page two. You see that this kind of numbering pattern is actually on MS Word. So you want to do page one of, so these are the types that are actually available on Canva now, so which of course is a good one. So I'll just be going with number alone. So apply to all page or to all pages on this particular document. Now we have 21 pages. So if I want to apply to all, then I will apply to all. So but if I'm applying from a particular page, okay, where you want it to be, so you can come here and uncheck any page where you don't, or pages where you don't want the numbering to actually apply. Okay, so there are some documents whereby they do odd versus even. There will be numbers on odd, there won't be numbers on even. So if you want to do that, you just have to, it's going to be laborious though, because you have to uncheck every odd or every even as you may deem fit to do. All right, so but for us, we are just going with this. So all our page all the pages are now numbered. All right, all the pages are now numbered. So if you are effecting anything here, so chances are that when you do yours, it's not going to come out bold like this. Perhaps it's going to come out with another font. So if you want to change the font, just come here, change the font as you do to a regular text. So let's say I'm changing it to Times New Roman. All right, and then I want the font size to be just 16. Okay, so once I'm done with this, so and then I want it boldened. This all this effect I just did will only affect the number one, which I just worked on. You see that it does not affect the rest of the numbering. They are still on the initial font. So now to do that, you click on this and click on apply properties to all text. So you see properties applied to all pages. You see now that they are now no where they are supposed to be. Okay, so for you now that want to do just normal page numbering like this, so this is how you get to do it, as simple as ABC. So if you have your document now, all your documents are well numbered and you can just export it immediately. All right, so now for those who want to do styled you know styled page numbering, so I'm just going to do a very simple one. I'm not going to do anything complex because of time. So and then I have to check. So let's say I'm just doing this simple no effect on my page numbering. So I have to change the text, which is my numbering, to white color. That's what I just did because the overlay under it is black. So to make it visible, I have to change it. So let me just increase the size to 20. Okay. So now you see this here that it's not well balanced. You have to be considerate of the alignment. Okay. So now the first thing you are going to do um is to okay is to check the alignment of this box. Now, this is a trick for those who want to do this kind of pattern design. Let me start from the beginning. This is a trick for you. Let me just show you this once and for all. So let me just remove the page numbering from all the pages. So I've removed that. Like we are starting all over now. All right. So let's say I'm done with the style I want to do. Okay. This is the styling I want to, just a minimal styling like this. All right, so I ensure that it's centralized. Okay, so if there's any other thing, okay, let me do something more complex a little bit. All right, so say I okay. All right, so this is what I'm going with. So the next thing I'm going to do is, since it's two layers, then I'm going to group it. I will highlight and group, so it's well balanced now. So you want to ensure that you actualize first is to go and check the position and be sure that it's centralized. Fine, this is centralized now. Okay, so now let's go and add our numbering. So you should be done with this first before doing. If you are going to do this kind of pattern, then you must have done this before further, as you are doing your design, the way it was explained in the course, the initial format. All right, so this is what you are going to follow. What I'm trying to explain in essence is that, don't get confused. What I'm trying to explain is that you are not doing this after you are done with your interior design. You are doing it pari passu. So as you are formatting your document, you actually have this on the page, though you have not done the numbering yet. Okay, so this is exactly what I'm saying. So if you do not do this, that means after you are done, you have to copy this and start pasting on. If you have 500 pages, that means you have 500 pages to of copy and paste to do. Okay, which I don't want to be like that for you. So before, as you are starting your title page, your copyright page, you have this. So as you are duplicating your pages, this is going alongside with the duplication you are doing. Okay, do you understand now? So let me delete that. The Let me delete the other pages that does not have that. Okay, all right. Okay, so now let's duplicate this. So we're going to assume that we have formatted our book interior with this on the page, on all the pages. I mean, so Okay, I think we are good. So now I'm done with my book. Let's assume I'm done with my book. Now I want to do page numbering. So what you now do is click on text. So let me just zoom in so that I can see it properly. Then I'll drag my page numbering. I'll drag it here. So it may not come to the right position. So I'm just going to do the, you see the, can you see the alignment line? You can see that alignment line, both vertical and horizontal margin, that pink margin showing you it's aligned both horizontally and vertically with both the page and the um this um this our element that we use as a border for our numbering page. Okay, so then I'm just going to click on this because I'll format this to the proper font style I want to go with, and then I'll click on that. Okay, if you are doing colored, you do every color, every necessary coloring you want to do. So once I'm done with this, then I'll click on apply to all pages. All right, apply to all pages. So when I go over to all pages now, you see that they are well fitted. Can you see that? Can you see that? So now, what you want to be conscious of now, by the time you get to, this is something I always explain, I always hammer inside the course or anytime I'm talking to my students, that when you want to start your page numbering, ensure that you have, make it widened like this. Don't just make it, you know, a, don't make it a simple, what's it called? Don't make it a simple, oh, we can't click on this again. Okay, this is actually not editable inside. So what you need to do then, by the time you get to all these pages that have, all these numbering pages that have two figures, you see that they are not well balanced in the shape again. So you click on them and then go to position and centralized. So by the time you get here to, you have to do this manually. Don't use as affect to all pages. All right, don't use affect to all pages because it's going to affect the other ones at the front and they are going to get displaced again. So let me do that so you can see the error I'm talking about. So if I click centralize now and I go to edit number and I click apply to all pages, fine, all these ones will be well aligned, all these two figures numbering. And when you get to three figures numbering too, depending on the page length you are doing, they'll all be fine. But let's go and check all the single lines, all the single numbering. You see that they are displaced now. So you have to click, since this one are few, then you can click on all this and click on them, position centralized, position centralized. Okay, position centralized, 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 centralized. So now we are done. So this is how you get to format uh, your page numbering automatically using Canva. Going forward, you don't have to do it manually. You don't have to go through the hard method again. All right. So I hope you've learned something new in this video. If you have learned something new, be sure to subscribe to this channel, like this video, comment anything, whichever question you have, comment it in, leave a comment in the description, in the comment section of this video. And if you are interested in joining my mentorship group, just check the description of this video and a link will be there for you to actually get to, link up with me or go straight to the sales page of the course and get yourself to join the mentorship group. I hope you've learned something new. Till I come your way again, I remain my humble self, Degracify. Peace out.